Hi, I'm Mary. I'm 64 years old with attitude. I have 40 dogs, lots of other animals, and I live in the Fens, the most beautiful part of the country, and I'm very lucky to be there. I think you can be born with a gift. Some people can play music, some people can do dancing, some people can do everything. And that I was born for dogs. I have a feeling that it was there as my gift. It's the only thing I can do. I can't do anything else. I'm useless at everything else. But I didn't have any ambitions. I just wanted to have dogs. That's all I wanted to be, a good dog trainer. My childhood was pretty free and easy, a lot of freedom, a lot of experience with animals. I was born lopsided and my godmother stepped in. I think they sort of took a look at my brother and thought, he's okay. Look at me, no, don't want that thing. And said, okay, I'll take her on. My godfather took us all on and we all moved out to Africa. A load of disabled kids, disabled teenagers, disabled adults, and let us run free on the unsuspecting natives. It was a lovely way to grow up. Since my husband died, I have no way that I want to sleep upstairs in an empty bed, so the bed's gone, everything's gone. But I sleep downstairs with the dominant leader of the pack and a lot of dominant males and females. They know I'm there, they know the boss is still there. I prefer to sleep that way. If a dog's had pups and she's not well afterwards, I can lay there. If I sleep upstairs, the dogs stay downstairs. We'll probably end up eating each other, I don't know. 30 kilos a day for basic feeding, and any other food, like if you've got an old dog that's got upset tummy, you have to have specialist food for them because it's £9 a bag and it's £18 a day just for their complete food. Then they have the meat on top of that, and it is scary when you add it up. If you don't add it up, it doesn't matter. They all race in, you see them race in and out with me. They've gone crackers because feeding time's fantastic. It's their favourite time of the day. But it's just training. It is just basic training. When they've finished eating, they have to go out. For all the stock feed is quite scary, but it's just pension money. Twice a day this happens. We're trying to teach them to all stay in here. I prepare the food, but because you're here, they've gone, oh no, we can do what we like. To me, there doesn't seem that much here, but when you count up on paperwork the names and who you've got. Yeah, we have 43 of my friends' 3 dogs, so there's 40 of my own. My piano tutor says, well, you can always have them put down if you get too many. What rescue puts a dog down? And they're nice dogs, not normally. Ouch. We start feeding the stock and the other animals, and then the cats get fed last because they're very patient. They will wait for their food. Then it's all the dishes washed up. It all revolves around the animals all the time. If I want time out from the animals, they've got to give me 2 hours if I want to go play a piano and things like this. That sort of thing. They have to give up their time for me. Got married just before we moved up here in 1980. We'd been together 37 years when he died, so I think that's pretty good. It was a bit shaky in times when when you lose your job and you go out to work and you've got to swap roles as housewife and stuff like that. But he kind of liked being the house husband, and it worked fine for me because I got better wages. He indulged me and my craziness. I was very, very lucky. He had a lung burst about 6 months before he actually was diagnosed with cancer, and the lung exploded at about 5:15 one morning. The Norfolk and Norwich Hospital actually repaired him and got him back, but we think it might have been the cancer then that was actually causing all this problem, because he had lung cancer in both lungs, quite severe. My friend ran the corner, we were taking it in turns to go to visit him in hospital, so we always had some company. And then I get a call one night that this is it, you have to go up to the hospital, and I just held him for the last 12 hours of his life. It's how it should be, it's how it should end, but it's not easy to do. But it was worth it. I think I'm still angry that he left me. But yeah, he's a good man, he was. For 2 years I was numb. I couldn't focus, I couldn't think, I just sat and waited to die. I went through a whole winter with no fire. I just sat there and waited to die, I had cancer, why is he gone and not here? My friend from the dog club, Peter, came over and he said, you've got to get this done and that done, and he bought food, and Peter said, we'll get the house sorted out, and he built the kennels for me, and loads of little things, just being there. And it took a good 3.5, 4 years before I actually came out of it. One day I got up and thought, what am I going to do today? Whereas up till then it was, I don't want to get up today, you know. It's a weird how it affects you. It bends your bones outwards, it makes the joints absolutely solid. The metal ones I've got now are fantastic, I can recommend them to anybody, they're much better than normal ones. It's just one of those things. I've had it in my system from little, it is hereditary, I can't do anything about it, and I just get on and think, well, as it happens, like I'm waiting for a new shin bone, I'll get it when it comes, you know. You can't live waiting to die, and a lot of people with cancer just wait to die, and you can't do that. You've got to, if you've got 2 weeks to live, live it. For heaven's sake, go ahead and do some crazy things, but you've got to have a little bit up top, you've got to be a bit doolally. I think I'm bone idle, I'm rather lazy, a bit too laid back for my own good. Cobwebs in the ceiling stay there because I only look at the floor when I have to. I don't like housework, I don't like doing anything normal. I try and be the Christmas spirit all year round. I know that sounds crackers, but if somebody needs help, then I would like to help. But I help people that have got to the end of their tether with their dogs, so they come in and they have a few hours. We have chats, we have a little bit of trialling, a bit of testing the dog and sorting it out and helping the person back into the land of the living. One lady with a great huge monster dog's just been helped and she seems very happy. So if you want to bounce him and praise him, you've got to really lift him up. Because when you start getting that, I mean, yeah, my mum loves me, you know, I haven't done it wrong today. And he's been brilliant, he's been absolutely brilliant. I think most people think I'm a barn pot. They just got me down as, yeah, she's okay, you know, but just don't let them live next to me with those animals, you know. They either like me or hate me. There's no in-betweeny bits. I've got a lot more friends at March because obviously I do the dog club there. But we really get on. They accept me as a crackerjack. I go in, I work somebody else's dog, I work the boss's dog. I'll do anything to play and we have a good evening out. They accept me as I am.
I must have known Mary for about 7 or 8 years since I came back to dog club with my previous dog. And we meet up quite often at various dog shows, and we seem to get on well together.
Stay.
About turn hold.
Stay.
Call your nose.
Harris, yo, come on.
Okay, Bob, come on.
I've known Mary, probably 25 years, maybe even a bit more. It might not always be what people understand, but the dogs live in a pack situation and are better for it. Although I'm the trainer here at March Club, she has given me a lot of information about dogs. She has an awful lot of methods of training and a better understanding of dogs than anybody I think I know. She saves an awful lot of dogs from being destroyed. She offers hope to an awful lot of dogs that have no hope. From some situations that most of us would crumble, she comes back smiling. She is an amazing lady, she really is.
Because she does devote herself 25 hours a day to her animals.
This is just a mild shampoo. This is only a baby and he can't take the stronger shampoos yet. So he has a gentle one. Yes, a good boy. Is that good? Okay. Learning to play the piano. I wanted something to stretch my brain and keep my brain ticking, so I thought do some music, and I'm getting on well with it. I'm enjoying it immensely, and I haven't got any other hobbies. That's it. I'm very dull. That's about it as hobbies go. I mean, when I started playing the guitar, they really didn't like that at all. They used to really get ratty with that and they'd be chewing the wires and does this happen? But the piano they've not touched at all. They're really good with. It's for every winter. Instead of going through a winter doing nothing, which I did 2 winters ago, I just sat and watched the fire. Didn't have a television, don't have any computer or anything like that. I just sat and watched the fire and go, this is ridiculous, you know. So I now have a DVD player. My friend gave me an old VHS recorder so I can actually have old tapes and stuff. And I've got my piano. So there's a bit of life in the evenings in the winter, you know. Piano's a sweet bit, because when I start to play it, everything goes quiet. They don't make a noise.
She has triumphed over all her difficulties and keeps triumphing. She carries on and still has enthusiasm for all of her interests.
I can spend and do what I like. I mean, charities sometimes they say, well, you're allowed 20 dogs. I've got 40, so 20 would die. So I run my rescue all on my own to do what I want. If a dog needs putting down, it's put down, but it's not put down because there's no room or there's no money for it. And I'm scared of being a charity because you lose that little bit of control over your own lifestyle. But my friends at March Dog Club collect blankets, quilts, and one old lady every week brings me a tin of dog meat, which I think is absolutely precious. She's a pensioner and she can't walk very far, but she manages to get it every week down the dog club. So I want to be able to say, if the dog's going to be put down, yes, it can come in. We'll stick it to the ceiling, there's no room, but we'll take it in. So another life gets saved. You are such a good boy. Yes. So this chap turns up on my doorstep in this suit, and I hate suits because I'm thinking, oh God, dog hairs, everything. He said, well, can I have a cup of coffee? And I said, well, look, I've got 30 dogs in there. He said, I don't mind. And it started from there. I covered him in dog hair and footprints, lovely dark suit. And that's how we met. After about 5 days, he said, would you like to come and meet my son? And I thought, oh my goodness. And I got Michael as a kid. It was really just a miracle, just like a little miracle fairy tale type thing. 18 months he finishes the forces, and then we are looking for somewhere to live. We are hoping to go northeast Scotland where I used to live. He has said wherever we go we'll have the animals with us, so I can't moan too much, but I think he's taking on a lot. I don't think he realises what he's taking on. But he's a good man, another good man. We're just going to live our life out doing our own things now. That's all we can do, is just enjoy life as best we can. Don't think there'll be much rehoming. If there is, there is. If there isn't, there isn't. But I've said I won't take any more dogs in. But saying that, it's very difficult if something's going to be destroyed and you can save its life. So at the moment, 40 is enough. 40 is plenty. I try and enjoy life. That's the most important, because I nearly lost my life twice with my bone problem. Now life's very precious. Every day should be fun, or try and make fun, and every week I have an adventure. I do something ridiculous like swim in the river, dive off the bridge, something stupid, totally crazy at my age or any age, but I think let's do something stupid and break the monotony. The only good thing about me is I want to be happy. Oh dear. Gainsborough, Munchie, Cambridge, Nat, Crispin, Shakespeare, Wellington, Lizzie, Davy, Daisy, Ruskin and Rosie, Amy, Erie, Mitch, Chowie, Lexi, Tanner, Tilly, Flicker, Leia, Tarzan's and Dexter, he's a Lancashire healer. There's Licorice. Also there's Tragic, Berry, the Lunatics, there's Teasel, Magnet and Steel.